So, went to court this morning. Give everybody a little update. Have yourselves a laugh. Maybe go on a scavenger hunt. Anyway, so today's September 25th. It's about 3 p.m. Yesterday, September 24th, about 2 p.m. I go to the LaPorte County Courthouse, located at 813 Lincoln Way, Port, Indiana. Go to file 2, motion to dismiss cause with prejudice. This would be on the trespassing at City Hall / resisting charges and the battery with bodily injury that I'm accused of. The intimidation on the city attorney is pretty much a moot point right now. Anyway, so I go file this stuff yesterday. Hello, Real Jingy. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So I go to file this stuff yesterday. I call the courthouse, obviously, prior to. Indiana's a one-party consent state, so basically, as long as I'm talking during any phone call, I can record it. Anyone who interacts with government assumes the risk that the individual they're speaking with is a liar and a crook. So I record all these interactions, especially phone calls, because they're the easiest. And they never think they're being recorded, even though I tell them that I always record. Hello, Cindy. Anyway, so I call, double check, hey, yada, yada, yada. It's my understanding that I can file anything for the county at the circuit court. So I have stuff in Superior 1 in another town next door to us here in LaPorte, Michigan City. But I don't feel like going all the way out there if I don't have to. So can I file this here? It's to my understanding that I'm allowed to. Yeah, sure, no problem. Go on down, yada, yada, yada. So I go file, have a conversation with these people, and, I explain the situation. I go to court tomorrow, have a hearing in the morning. These will definitely get to the court and the prosecutor, yada, yada, yada. Absolutely. Okay. I trust the clerk's office because you guys are bonded with a public official bond for quite a bit of money. And I assume you don't want to fuck it up because you got an injunction paperwork against you right now with the election division down in Indy, and the new prosecutorial candidate wouldn't be wise to fuck up in the clerk's office. However, what I filed yesterday at 2 p.m. is not on the docket. It has not been scanned. It has not made it to the judge. It has not made it to the prosecutor. I'm told that it's in a, quote, overnight bag until Thursday, which I'm not really sure how the fuck that works. It sounds like they put my paperwork on hold for like 72 hours because that's 3 days, Monday to Thursday, but they're telling me it's overnight. Well, overnight would mean that it would have fucking been there when I went to court this morning, but it wasn't, and they basically have no idea what's going on still, so they haven't read any of this paperwork. However, I have, my copies that have been stamped as filed in the clerk's court and whatnot, so it would be very unwise to just disappear this paperwork. However, I've never seen anything like this, and well, to be honest, I got like 6, 7 employees of the city and county that nobody knows who I'm friends with. Nobody knows who really deep down likes me. By the way, they all think they're the only one, so I apologize if I made you feel special. But I've asked a good bit of inside kind of people if this is a normal thing. Every one of them had no idea what the fuck I was talking about. According to the people that work here every day, there is no such thing as an overnight bag. The woman that told me this claimed she had no idea who I was when she heard my name. However, she knew exactly where my paperwork was and until when, and seemed very confident that it was just in an overnight bag, which I'm not sure because I had one judge recused because somebody else committed a bunch of crimes while he was on vacation. I'm wondering if this has anything to do with that. On vacation, overnight bag. Am I going to take a trip somewhere soon? It's because I keep making that I'm a Jamaican terrorist joke and I need to be deported. Somebody's actually going to have me deported. All right. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to get off here. Yeah, right now we're under like a 72-hour hold or something. I keep checking, but I ain't seen nothing yet today. They got about 50 minutes left to file, a little under an hour to put it on the docket. But two hearings on October 9th, 20 or 8:30 in the morning. That'll be, or no, multiple hearings actually, more than two. One for the special prosecutor. I think they're actually still going to try to have a hearing on returning my unlawfully seized phone to me like a month and a half after I got it. I don't know. A few other things, but specifically, there will be hearings on these two motions to dismiss. I would like to do all this myself, but I think they're trying to get on some technical, like foul, technicality, you're out of the game kind of shit, and really forcing me to take a public defender. So I'm not really sure what their angle is yet. It is election season though, and the accused victim in the battery is the head of the Republican Party, who is basically swearing to the Indiana election division that he handpicked, or he basically handpicked, he appointed, or whatever, the prosecutor's daughter to run as a Republican prosecutor. And it's got all kinds of stuff happening with hearings and campaign challenges, shit like that. They've just bumped all that down to Indy. But it's definitely going to draw more attention to the conflict of interest that resides within the LaPorte County Prosecutor's Office and the Republican Party, because, well, this dumbass pretty much spelled it out in his recusal of my case and says there's a significant political relationship, yada, yada, yada. However, he does this after he chooses to charge me and after the police have my phone. It seems that he recuses as a conflict of interest about the day after he finds out he's going to have to charge this politician, because the police have now watched the video. So it's going to be a hard sell, very hard sell. These dates are on the docket. Timing is going to look pretty fucked up. But he's buried himself. He's just digging another hole, a deeper hole. And it's it's getting pretty interesting around here. I was public enemy number one kind of thing. It seemed like they'd do whatever possible to convict me. But now things are getting hairy, because now Throgmorton's found a bunch of public officials' bonds. And now Throgmorton's been found to have been telling the truth, and we have to charge a politician who's co-signing to basically solidify her candidacy. Yeah, the guy that I'm accused of battery on, the angle they're playing is that she couldn't possibly have violated the election rules because he appointed her. So his cosign right now is cool, but soon it might be bad for them. And it's interesting to watch them see the bigger fish. And though they want to run me up on some bullshit because they don't like them digging into their business, they can't without sacrificing one of their own. Now, this is going to play out in a way that even I can't predict. Normally, I can call how shit's going to go, but I put some shit in the works that's just made for any old person to respond to any old way they want to. But heads are going to roll. They just got to pick which ones. And that's the difficulty right now. How are you not locked up, you waste of life? Well, what happened was my town was busy working, and somehow a bunch of fucking stupid hilljack motherfuckers got elected. And they basically used their position to extort and exploit the community. This has pissed off the community. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to literally drain the swamp. That's how I'm not locked up. Because It's a lot harder to do when a motherfucker's trying to lock you back up. You ever heard that expression? It's not as much fun when the rabbit's got the gun. It's something like that. Only I would describe it as not as much fun when the turtle can run, kind of thing. Um, Unpredictably unpredictable. But yeah, you can watch all my videos and learn all kinds of shit. If you're one of them stupid motherfuckers that gets on here and is curious how the fuck I'm not in jail, I got like 60 something videos. You got to be able to figure out why the fuck I'm not in jail. A, I'm not a sovereign citizen. B, cockroaches run when the lights come on. That's about it. Politics. Many ticks. These motherfuckers run because sunlight's the best disinfectant. That's Justice Louis Brandy. Anyway, I intend on being on here this long. I'm gonna get the fuck off here. Just trying to just do a quick update for you know, the people that, you know, are interested. But yeah, 72-hour hold kind of thing. Overnight bag, 3 days. My insiders say every one of them hit me the same way. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Asked about this shit, you know, what the normal process was. Nobody even know what the fuck I'm talking about. They've never even heard the terminology overnight bag. So it's a overnight bag for 3 days as well. So somehow I'm on some sort of like 72-hour hold at the clerk's office or something. If anybody knows anything about this, I'll be very interested to forward it to me, comment, what the fuck ever. I'm gonna research it, obviously. I'll probably find it, but if you could speed that up, much obliged. It's a new one to me and countless people who have decades of experience in the justice system, and usually it's like that. I've had a lot of these things happen where nobody knows what the fuck I'm even talking about because it's so unique. But yeah, specifically, if you represent yourself, you file your own paperwork, tend to try to have your paperwork precede you before you make it there for safety reasons and shit. Anybody ever had anything like this happen where you get there, paperwork's been filed, but they held it, which I'm fairly certain is illegal, and you do my best to prove it. Be seeking some sort of restraining order, injunction kind of shit for the clerk's office, then, you know, keep the prosecutor's office and the police department from being able to file fictitious and fraudulent paperwork any further. But you gotta prove it first. Anyway, if you've seen anything like this happen to somebody else or it's happened to you, I'd be interested in hearing it. Specifically what laws or statutes they used, where you're located, the terminology, the language, because this is a new one to me. I never seen no shit like this. Normally they just file my shit and read it and deal with it no matter what it says. Now it's just lost. So yeah, if you've seen this happen to somebody else that's pro se, or you represent yourself and you file all your own shit and this has happened to you, I'd be interested in hearing about it, especially if you know any remedy, if you know how to get around it, or what to call it. You know what I mean? If you got a specific term that I can check into. But other than that, I'm getting off here. Thanks for the support. You know, thanks for the eyes in the back of the head, everybody. Good looking out, and that's it. I'm gonna give me some downtime in myself. I've been writing for days and days, just been writing and writing for days. So I'm gonna try to get me some just nothing to worry about time in, and you guys do the same. I don't know where you're at here in Indiana. It's cooled down, but it's not too cold yet, so it's beautiful out, and the leaves are starting to change colors in fall. So if you're near me, get out and enjoy it. It's a good day for it. Take the kids and everything. Take the dogs. That's what I might do. Take the dogs. Anyway, you guys stay safe out there, man. Safety first, then teamwork. Reporter, over and out.